Hi, it's James from Hamble Parish Council here with another update. We had our October Parish Council meeting this week, so I'd like to just let you know what happened. I'd like to begin by thanking Alistair and Tony and Christian, who joined us as members of the public. Alistair gave a really good presentation on his concerns about electric car charging for people who have to charge their cars while they're in the street, and therefore the risks of running cables across pavements. And Alistair's done a great piece of work, and the Parish Council is going to pick that up, and we're going to try and start a dialogue with Hampshire County Council on what the implications of all of that are. But just to give you some idea, Alistair reckons there's probably about 150 places around the village where people are likely to be charging cars in the street and therefore running cables across pavements. And that's a big concern for people who've got mobility scooters or children in pushchairs or whatever. So thanks to Alistair for that, and you'll hear more about that in the future. So October and November for the council are kind of the times when we have to really try and get our hands around where we're at with money, how much we're going to spend this year, and are we on track for our budget, and indeed setting the budget for next year and what the plans are there. Now, as a parish, we do have quite a lot of assets. We've got everything from tennis courts that need lines painting on them to car parks to buildings, and we haven't really done enough to properly run a maintenance program across those since we came out of COVID. So we talked about it at council, and everyone agrees that it's in time that we really need to give our assets a bit more of a focus and make sure we're doing the right things to maintain those. So there's two things to come out of that worthy of mentioning. First of all, we do need to get a proper list of the projects that need doing, and I certainly would like your help in doing that. If you can send messages in through any of our social media or visit the office or get any of our emails and let your councillors know. We're only going to progress with projects that where a councillor is willing to sponsor that. So it's important that we find someone who's keen to progress these forwards. And then we'll report back on those as we go forward. And also to report that Helen and the team will be adding a part-time caretaker to their roster, and part of his job will be to help move this programme forwards. There's one project that we've already committed to, which will roll over into next year, which is a group to look at the facilities on the foreshore, and especially the situation with our toilets. Didn't think I'd have to put that into a video. The second thing I wanted to talk about really is on the planning front, and so in the planning space there's lots of moving parts. The big thing that we've obviously been dealing with over the last months and years is the whole question about the quarry on the airfield, but the District Council are moving forward with a review of their local plan. The County Council Highways are going to be updating their traffic and roads plan over the coming months, and as a parish we are concerned that we need to be able to start talking about what we do want and not just what we don't want. So we're going to do a quick consultation across the village to find out whether there's enough of you who agree with that. So that will be coming out in the newsletters and again social media, and we'd really appreciate your feedback on that. If there is enough interest, then we imagine that we're going to start to organise that, and we can set up some meetings and workshops in the spring to get the views of as many people as possible to feed into that. So the key thing for now is to engage with the survey when you see it, and let us know what your thoughts are. And if you can, or even if you're just interested in what that programme might look like in the spring, then please give us your details and we'll keep you up to date. So that's it for October. November is going to be interesting because we've got to really nail the budget then. And so we'll obviously tell you about how we get on with that. And thank you very much for listening to this one. We'll be back in touch in due course.